the founder and CEO of Dozliet Anim Farms Nigeria. Chinenye Juliet Ejezi recently attended the Monitoring and Evaluation and Gender Inclusion Workshop, hosted by African Food Changemakers and Landau Mills Limited on the 11th of February 2025. Watch her powerful speech as she shares her experiences and insights on the challenges faced by women in livestock production and her vision for a more inclusive and sustainable agriculture sector.
And I'm representing Group 1, which is livestock production. This group encompasses fishery, poultry, and pig farming. These are the challenges we identified. One, we have constant increase in cost of production, especially in feeds, drugs, and day-old chicks. Secondly, we have poor access to markets in marketing our livestock. Then thirdly, we have poor access to credit, facilities, and finance. This is a big problem, and it's not just only affecting the livestock sector. I have heard other groups reporting, and this is peculiar to almost every value chain. Then we also have disease outbreak from hatchery. It is very identifiable with the poultry farmers. It is a very big challenge, and government policy for smallholders farmers. Some of the government policies are not favorable to smallholder farmers, and it's a problem. Production of adulterated feeds and drugs is almost everywhere in the market. Considering the kind of country we find ourselves, there is no quality control to all of these things. Then we also have climate change, especially when it comes to excess heat and cold. It causes heat stress for the pigs and also for the chickens. We all know that pigs do not sweat, they don't have sweat glands, so it's very difficult for them to control heat. So whenever they feel so much hot, it's either they die or they look for any swampy area to cool off. That's just something about synthetic animal. But climate change is really affecting them. Then we also have lack of follow-up and mentorship and capacity building, programs. There are lots of research is being done in the livestock sector, but who are those people that communicate these, findings to the livestock farmers? And some of these farmers in the forefront are suffering because those things are in the paper, but nobody brings it to them in terms of, training to give them all those solutions. Then, there is lack of government policy. I think I've also mentioned that earlier. Then we are having excessive importation of exotic species of livestock, and it makes the local producers not to thrive in the market. Then there is poor waste management. In livestock sector, a lot of dungs, and people construct their farms in a way that it's not easy for them to dispose waste. So we have excessive waste that pollutes the environment, and that becomes a problem. Access to mechanized farming tools. Most of the farmers are lacking that. For instance, if you have mills in your farm, grinders, and all those machines that can help you to formulate your feed, it will be easier for you than going elsewhere to do all of that. Pig farming is physically demanding for women. This is a place where women are so much disadvantaged. I'm a pig farmer. I also have other pig farmers in the house. You cannot carry a big animal by yourself. It is very heavy. Imagine me carrying a 100 kg animal. I can't do that. So it will incur extra costs, getting more laborers to do that for me. I'm going to pay for it. But if a man has a farm, he can jack it or maybe do some of those strenuous activities. So it is very physically demanding for women when it comes to livestock production, so incurring more cost on labor. Difficulty in expansion, especially in piggery. They give so much number of beds, so you need the right space to accommodate them. Then there is poor access to good breeds of livestock. That is what fighting us in the livestock sector. We have animals that will end up eating your feed, but they will not grow. You keep an animal in the farm, it will stay like 6 months, and it will not add up because of what? Poor breed. Then finally, there is this uniformity in market prices. These things are regional, a lot of prices that is not making the markets to thrive. Then finally, lack of storage facilities in case of mortality. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you very much.
As the global chair of the Women in Agriculture for Sustainable Africa program, Chinenye is dedicated to driving positive change and empowering women in agriculture.